Hey guys, it's Average and welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing some firefighting. We have the Miltech Chinook here, the CH-47, and we're taking the air tanker version out because we're going to go off and do the refinery fire mission. I've been very excited to try some of these. We've got a bunch of included missions with this aircraft, and I'm looking forward to trying it. So, without further ado, let's get on board and let's get this one fired up, shall we? And it'll relocate us to the correct location for the mission. We've got a Rockies fire, we've got... Oh, you know what? Let's do the LA refinery. No, that looks a bit meh. What are the Canadian Rockies? What does it say? Oh, that's a 40-minute mission. We'll not do that one. Canadian Rockies. That's 40 minutes. Okay. LA. 25 minutes. That's good. We can do that. Okay. So we'll take this. We'll launch. And it's going to move us to the middle of nowhere. The windsock. Oh! We have a loading screen. Okay, for some reason again, it's hitting the middle of the night like it did with the military mission. This is a bit of a weird one. I'm going to change that because I think it might be setting us to real time. That shouldn't be because it's not actually real time in America right now. We're setting it to daytime because, frankly, we are not doing anything like that in the middle of the night. We're not firefighting. And it starts the engines up for some reason, so we're going to actually get the regular system started on this aircraft and get ourselves ready to go. So battery is on. Start APU. Okay, APU's there, it's good. APU generator on. So EVS on fans. And we'll open the EPS doors. Okay, as correctly set there. Troop warning lights need to go on, I believe. Where is that? The warning lights. It's in the switches. It tells me in the strike the thing. Troop warning switch on for 10 seconds. I mean, screw it. We'll just give him a warning light for a few seconds and call it good. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Engine startup. This existing wanted to start itself up for us. We'll go through that really quickly. Engine startup. Left main fuel pump switches on. Left main. In fact, we'll do all of these as we need to do them all. That's not the correct one. We'll put the aux ones on as well. Open the crossfeed. Engine condition to ground for both these engines. Engine 1 start. Oh, I need to make sure FADEC is set to... Where is that listed? Power to on. That is correct. It's already on. Excellent. So engine 1 start. We have bite, engine 1 to flight. And then once we have that up, we will go to... We got bite, okay. Engine 2 to start. Coming up. Okay, we're at 10. Give it condition. Engine generators to on. APU generator to off. APU to off is shut down. Hydraulic transfer switches are off. They are correct. APU is off. APU generator is off. Confirm. Engine start checklist is complete. Pre-tax checklist. Fuel pumps are all on. They are on. Parking brake will be off. Taxi checklist. Power steering. Swivel. Takeoff. Parking brake. ASCF system to both. We're good there. Transponder is required. Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll here. Now, we're in the manual. We'll go quickly to check our information. We need configuration. Show handheld GPS. Closing, opening the ramp and off, setting us ready for operations here. So as it says here, load the firefighting bucket to your aircraft with the EFib. We'll do that here, so load. We'll go external, and we'll go to bucket. So we'll need a hook to middle, that is up here, on our overhead. Hook is set to middle. We're ready to operate on that regard. And as we read this, it's going to tell us take off from LA Alamitos Joint Base, head 290 towards waypoint Hermo. I read Hermano for a second there. Use the handheld GPS into the flight plan. Assess the skill intensity of fire. Find the nearest body of water, fill your tanks. Air comes me 20 feet across the ground for 3 seconds. The bucket to fire directly with the fires to extinguish the water will be dropped automatically. Approach fires at low speed. Okay, let's just try this. This actually seems like it's going to be a functional mission, so we're going to give this a crack. Let's make sure we find everything else is here. I don't actually know where we're meant to be going to. That's the question. Hermo. Okay, maybe waypoint Hermo will be in here. Oh, we need to go back to this. Direct to. Direct to. I wish there was a better way to read this, because it feels like it's really close down there. No good way to actually see the tablet. There we go. Needs an angle for this, or this to be in a bad position, because this here is hard to actually see. R M O. We have a waypoint. And we have a course. Excellent. We are ready to rock and roll here. So, we're going to go get our bucket now. And we're going to get the heck out of here. Now everything is operational. Okay. Head tracking is switched on. Let's lift. Parking brake is disengaged. We're good to go there. So we're going to lift up slightly here. And we're going to transition to the left. It turned that off for a second. There's our bucket. Okay, halts. There we go. We'll maneuver into position above this thing. A little bit further forward. It's easier to hover than a lot of helicopters, but it's definitely still very hard, especially when you're trying to precision hover above something. Yeah, holding steady. Not close enough. The ATIS is quite annoying. Okay, hold us steady here. We're hooked, we're good. So steady up, and we're away. We have our bucket. So let's work ourselves on course here. 290 is what we're looking for. I'm gonna someone in a second. I swear, this is going to be annoying. I don't actually know what the radio is in this. This is awkward. Oh boy. Good job this is a stable flying helicopter where I can actually trim it out and be okay. So we'll just set the power here and we'll work out where the hell the radio is. Turn my head off for a second whilst I work this out. That's not you. That's our transponder, so we'll make sure that's set to VFR, which is what we're doing right now. That is not a transponder. Oh god. I have no idea what's... Well, we turned the radio off, so we did something right. Now we're flying off course here, so head back on. And we'll turn north, which is where we need to head. And we'll get ourselves going. We're still hooked here, so we're going to try and be gentle with this. Nothing too crazy. And we'll head up the coast. I'm pretty sure we're south of LA right now, if I judge this correctly. Head this way. That might... I don't quite know what's ahead of us there. I think Long Beach is off to our left. Over there. Yeah, I think that should be Long Beach. Let me just quickly check where we are. Because if this puts us in south of LA, that's Cisco. There's LA itself. That would be Long Beach off our left there, making this airfield right ahead of us. I say airfield, full-on airport here. Joint Forces Training Base Los Alamitos. Yeah, that's possibly what that is. Also, there's a pyramid. Because reasons. Above the Beverly Center, so... No, that feels lower. Ah, no, that's above. That's Rolling Hills. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely smoke ahead of us, so... Let's bring ourselves down here and watch our speed. We're in below Compton, I believe, looking at this. Paramount, Compton, and Downey over that way. So the industrial and refinery heartland here. It's north of the port of Long Beach. Yeah, got the 710 we just came over. And the 405 heading north to our side over there. That's the 405. Okay, yeah, we know where we are now. There's definitely a lot of smoke there. Oh, sugar, the hooks broke again. We've got too much speed. 150 seems to be our number. So let's just... We'll get to the scene, we'll assess it, we'll pick up another bucket at the scene. Crews will have a bucket there, so we'll get there quicker. We'll deal with it then. I'm not faffing around with this constantly. Let's just bring ourselves closer to target. If we have a refinery fire, it's going to be a big one. We don't want to mess around with this. The one thing I don't like, though, with this aircraft that I'd like them to fix with an update is these buttons are hard to press from the cockpit position without pressing the hide iPad, which immediately screws you. Alright, what we'll do is I'll probably cut out picking up another bucket because you don't want to watch me faffing around like a wobbling fish again. So we've got water bodies around us. We will need to find a water body to fill from when we do. And it will drop the water automatically on the fire. So our job here is to get close, assess what we've got, work out what we're going to have to hit, and then we'll go get a bucket, we'll get filled up, and we'll go take this thing on. Seeing two major plumes right now that I can see. Gas storage tanks to the south. I don't know what the wind conditions are, but we'd want to keep an eye on that given this gas storage. Seems to be going up into the east, looking at the smoke. So right now the tank farm is not in threat. I'm not flying through that stuff right now, unless I have to. Give me an A-26 water bomber, please. I could desperately do with one. Okay, what have we got? We have got a body of water down there. Unfortunately, we can't fill from that. Okay, we've got one down there behind the cooling hole. We've got one over that side. Lots of dense smoke, lots of obstructions. That's going to be a problem with in terms of altitude. Right. Water bodies nearby. One over there to our left. Got one. So we'll go pick up a bucket here. And we'll get ourselves operational. To come back and hit this thing. Appears to be two major fires. Yeah, that body of water will do us just fine. So we'll come down here. Would you believe that was my smoothest pickup yet? Only took me 3 hovers. Right, let's go get some water. And we're going to go 20 feet for this. So the bucket is good right now. Water body should be 12 o'clock for us here. I remember seeing that before when we did our quick orbit. I see it off our side there. We've got a reservoir. Perfect. So let's bring the speed down here. We'll start to lower ourselves in. There's a swimming pool there. If that works in real, well, it would in real life. It wouldn't in the sim. But that is an actual functional water body down there with sim water. That's what we need. So bringing it forwards, and then we'll just ease down, slow speed. Residential buildings on all sides here, so we're going to want to come down straight, otherwise we'll take someone's roof off here. There's the silhouette. I love seeing that. Now if this was real life California, this would be covered in black balls. The plastic kind. Obviously. To prevent evaporation. Okay, let's try this. We'll pretend we've got a crew chief helping us here. I don't know if I actually did anything. Oh, yes, it worked. We have water. We actually collected water. It works. Okay, we're on board. This is cool. We actually just picked up water with a Bambi bucket. Right, let's go put this thing out. Okay, let's keep our speed minimal. We have a load of water now. So we're on direct attack. Wind is coming from, or blowing from the west, I believe. So we're going to come in from... Let's not overbank this. Come on. Nice and slow. Curve it around here, we'll hit it from kind of the northwest. To watch this smoke here. We're too high up. Let's bring her down. Let's go third person to watch this. I want to see this happen. If it actually does it, that is. Did I actually go over the specific fire spot? I'm not sure. It doesn't appear to have dropped anything, so we'll get lower. And we'll go over the fire again. I'm doing this in third person to make sure it works, and just because I want you guys to see it is the important part here. We've got structures in the way. So we'll keep our speed low, we'll go forwards. This is what I'd be seeing in the cockpit right now. Hell, basically. If this doesn't actually put the fire out, I will be very disappointed. It should be dropping already. Nothing's actually dropped. It says it'll be dropped automatically, but it's not. I'm not sure if it can tell where the fire is. No? No fire? Where do I exactly need to cross? We'll go this way instead. Come on. Drop the splish splish. Splish splish go burr? No? Make it rain, baby. Come on. There is no rain. Let's check our Michelin profile here. Okay, we loaded the firefighting bucket. Fly directly over the fires to extinguish the water will drop automatically. I did that. I flew over the hot thing, and I want to put the wet stuff on the red stuff. But it does not appear to wish to do it. Let's do it a little faster. Maybe it wants me to go quicker. Like an actual air attack run. Nope, there is considerably still lots of water in here. Oh, steady. Don't turn too sharply. Let's try from a different angle. We'll come in from the north instead. It does not tell me an altitude to come over. Just to do it. Directly over the fire. I mean, I'd say we're pretty directly over the fire, if you ask me. Over the fire we go. Nothing. Let's try and stop over the fires if it wants me to do that. That'd be a terrible thing to do, smoke in relation to the engines. Here I am, directly above where I'm assuming the fire is. Looking like the ass end of Chernobyl. Oh god, I'm about to Chernobyl into that frickin' tower. Nothing dropping at all. Okay. Only mildly uncomfortable that this isn't working. Give me a second to check something. Okay, so a quick check of the destructions does say to fly over the fire at low speeds. So we're going to go at incredibly low speeds over the fire. I stopped over one, so that should have worked. It does say crash detection should be off, which mine is. We do have the full bucket. If we hover under 20 feet for 3 seconds to fill, and it did do that. So I'm just going to slibberdy-doo-doo-doo through here until it decides it wants to count it as dropped. If it doesn't, we'll just fly back, we'll pick up another load, and we'll do another run. Because reasons. Okay, slow speed. Pretty slow. Disappointing. Now, it could be a bug on my end, and it could be something to do with their end. I don't know. But it's a little sad because I would have loved to actually have this work properly and function as a mission. And it does seem fun. I tried one of the military ones, which wasn't super duper interesting for you guys because it was 25 minutes of yeet across the sand before arriving at a... Oh, slow down here. Yeet across the desert for 30 minutes before 25 minutes or so, before arriving at a compound that was technically an embassy, dropping some guys off to go provide unhealth care to bad men, then land again, pick them up, and go home. It would have been interesting if someone was shooting at me. There wasn't, so it wasn't that exciting. This I thought would have some more fun because we actually get to do some firefighting and use this thing as it's intended to be as a heavy lift aircraft. Let's bring her down here a little better. Forwards into the reservoir. We definitely filled up, so we had that going for us. We'll use our crew chief. Totally looking through the hellhole of the aircraft down towards the water. There we go. Down we go. It has triggered the refill, so maybe if we come back it'll do something differently. Don't know. We'll do one more run after this if that works, and then we'll call it a day. But it doesn't seem to have worked as intended, at least so far. We'll do a direct pass over the fire from the north here. We'll stay third person so we can see if it works. Oh, did that? No, there's water in there still. Okay, we'll bring her down, we'll slow down. Would have really enjoyed this to work. It must be some sort of exact measurement metric of you have to pass over this exact spot. But the thing is, I'm not sure what it's detecting because technically it's scenery and the mission isn't interactable other than you can fill up the bucket. So why would it drop? Because what would prompt the scenery to turn off the smoke? At least in this free roam kind of context. I'm not sure. I'd be interested to find out, but... Coming across the fire here. Nothing happened. That is unfortunato. We'll go back, we'll do one more run, then we'll call this fire extinguished. We've done our part in helping the LAFD. Round we come. We'll do it properly this time. Proper air attack run. Rather than trying to make the mission behave itself. Okay, yes. On approach back to the filling point again. Good job this is here, otherwise we have to go all the way out there to the coast. I'm not sure if I probably will release this as a video anyway, just because it's cool to see the mechanics in play. It might not be working fully as intended. That might be my fault somehow. Changing it from night to day might have caused this. Which is weird because I don't know why you'd try to fire at night in a helicopter in the middle of LA. That seems like a recipe for something going horribly wrong. So we'll bring it down here. It certainly doesn't make it fun for a mission when it's nighttime, because it did the same thing on the military mission too, the embassy mission. It made it nighttime automatically as well. Maybe by changing the time I'm screwed with something in the mission's configuration. But again, both of these missions being at nighttime just seems to ruin the context of them, because this is helicopter flying. When you're working close to the ground and handling loads, dropping stuff off from people, you really do need to see what you're doing. And seeing as we haven't got any night vision, I'd say that's probably a slight downside. Okay. We're hovering in place to fill. Okay, we're coming away. And we'll bring around. Look at this thing. There we go. Watch that speed. Do a run on the eastern fire. Okay. On course. Altitude is good. Stay below 500 here. Looking at 200. Watch out for obstructions. Towers to our right of path. Okay, looking good. Okay, and drop. That would be a perfect pass technically. And we'll call it done. So our bucket is going to be pretend empty now. So it wants us to head to the nearest airport for landing. It does suggest Burbank, which seems a little bit far away. I know we had Alamitos behind us, so we'll head that way. Honestly, fantastic aircraft. I love what Miltech have created. The missions, I wish they worked better because, like I said, the Army one was just out in the middle of nowhere. It was basically scenery to fly to, which is fantastic, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting a full single-player mission experience in the sim, but it was cool. But it was what it was. It'd be cool with multiplayer, definitely, so you have someone doing Overwatch whilst you do the actual approaches. And I really wish we had night vision. But when it comes to this one, I would have liked it to work better because, again, it could be my fault. I don't think it is. But I was a little surprised nothing seems to have happened. Like, it filled. Something happened. The bucket did fill with water. But for some reason it wouldn't drop. Now, whether they wanted me to hover for, 3 seconds in the middle of a fire, I'm not sure, but flying low and slow over the fire didn't seem to drop it either. I'm pretty sure we're heading in the right direction. There's downtown LA over there, by the way. Let's lose some speed here. LA, what a beautiful urban sprawl of absolute chaos. Look at this place. Where is Los Alamitos again? That's Long Beach over there, City of Long Beach. The LA River. Pretty sure that's the LA River. It goes all the way down there and goes up and that way. So I think it comes down here. If it's the right one, it might be a different river entirely. Where is Los Alamitos? Nah, off our nose. Perfect. It's a very fun aircraft, I will give you that much. It is a wonderfully fun aircraft to fly. I have absolutely loved operating this thing so far. I took it through the Mac Loop in North Wales. Loved every moment of that. The thing is a beast. It really is. It flies like an absolute machine, and it is fun to do these working missions with. And I'm okay with it just being a prop stuff. I'm okay with picking up things. I'd like some more civilian props though. Like, one thing I would like if they were going to make updates to this is in our load thing. We've got Humvee, a Black Hawk boat, Seal boat, UAV trailer, nets, cargo, the Bambi bucket. I'd love rather than just a Bambi bucket, maybe some logs, or a telegraph pole, or a power pole, or an excavator. Things that would be lifted by a heavy lift helicopter for jobs. People have already raised a number of civilian skins for these, and yes, there aren't a billion of these in civilian service, but there are some. And they do the work. There's Los Alamitos ahead of us. We'll come into the pad, we'll drop the bucket, then we'll find a spot to land. And we'll claim this fire defeated in the name of totally did it, didn't just make believe. But then again, it's flight sim. When isn't make believe exactly what we're doing? And yeah, sure, it'd be wonderful to have functioning operational missions where we can go and attack fires and, take on bad guys. Obviously, that would be something where DCS 47 would probably be a good idea. In fact, helicopters and my recent addiction to helicopters is making me want to try DCS more and more. I'm absolutely wanting to more and more fly something that has angry freedom seeds coming out of it. A Huey or a Black Hawk, even the Mi-17. I would totally be on board with that. Alright, here's the apron to our left of ahead. There's the tower. Those buildings, it would be just the coverings over where the alert fighters would be parked, I'm pretty sure. They wouldn't actually be buildings, that's just auto-gen flight sim scenery. But for our purposes, it will do here. Okay, that's released. There's the bucket over there. And we'll set down. Nice and gentle. There she goes. Parking brake on. And there we go. So, yeah, a little disappointed that we couldn't actually pick up, put the fire out. But really fun to actually go and fly the mission. Flying over there with the bucket on, you definitely keep your speed down. The pickup mechanics work great. I love that. Instructions very unclear on how to actually drop other than fly over it slowly with water. We had water, we flew over it slowly and fast and low and high. Nothing seemed to work. So, might be my fault, not sure. But it was fun either way. I enjoyed that regardless because we got to simulate doing an air attack. We got to simulate putting the fire out, and I was okay with that. So thank you for watching, guys, and maybe I'll find out what I did wrong. Maybe I won't, but either way, hopefully we had a good time with it. I definitely did. See you soon. Bye.